Good afternoon, all. This afternoon's video is on why it's wrong for neurotypical lawyers and judges to force masking on autistic people in the form of imposing neurotypical language on autistic people, and what some of the harms of this practice are. And that was the question I asked ChatGPT. So here's what ChatGPT has to say. Forcing autistic people to mask by imposing neurotypical language and behavior in legal settings is problematic for several reasons and can lead to various harms. Here's why it's wrong and the potential consequences of this practice. Why it's wrong. 1. Lack of authenticity. Masking requires autistic individuals to suppress their natural ways of communicating and behaving to conform to neurotypical expectations. This undermines their authenticity and self-expression. 2. Miscommunication. Neurotypical language and social norms may not align with how autistic people naturally communicate. Imposing these standards can lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and a failure to accurately convey important information. 3. Exacerbating anxiety and stress. Masking is often mentally and emotionally exhausting. Forcing autistic individuals to mask can increase anxiety, stress, and cognitive load, making it harder for them to participate effectively in legal proceedings. 4. Ignoring neurodiversity. This practice fails to recognize and respect the principles of neurodiversity, which emphasize the value of diverse neurological experiences and the need for inclusive and accommodating environments. 5. Inequality and discrimination. By imposing neurotypical norms, the legal system discriminates against autistic individuals, creating an unequal playing field. This is contrary to the principles of fairness and justice. Harms of masking. 1. Mental health issues. Prolonged masking can lead to serious mental health problems, including increased rates of anxiety, depression, and burnout. It can also exacerbate existing conditions and lead to feelings of isolation and low self-esteem. 2. Cognitive overload. Masking requires significant mental effort to monitor and adjust one's behavior continuously. This cognitive overload can impair an individual's ability to think clearly, remember important information, and make decisions. 3. Reduce participation and engagement. When autistic individuals are forced to mask, they may become less engaged and less likely to participate fully in legal proceedings. This can result in their perspectives and testimonies being overlooked and undervalued. 4. Loss of trust. Forcing autistic individuals to mask can erode trust in the legal system. They may feel that their true selves are not respected or valued, leading to a lack of confidence in legal processes and outcomes. 5. Potential for misjudgment. Judges and lawyers may misjudge an autistic person's credibility, emotional state, or intentions if they do not understand or accommodate their natural ways of communicating. This can lead to unfair rulings and decisions. Alternatives to masking. 1. Training and awareness. Legal professionals should receive training on autism and neurodiversity to better understand and accommodate autistic individuals' communication styles and needs. 2. Clear communication. Provide clear, straightforward instructions and allow for alternative communication methods, e.g., written responses, visual aids, etc., to facilitate understanding and participation. 3. Accommodations. Implement reasonable accommodations such as allowing breaks, providing sensory-friendly environments, and using plain language to reduce the need for masking. 4. respect and inclusion. Foster a culture of respect and inclusion by valuing diverse ways of thinking and communicating, and by actively listening to and considering the perspectives of autistic individuals. ChatGPT 4.0 concludes, by recognizing and respecting the unique ways autistic individuals communicate and interact, the legal system can ensure more equitable and just treatment for all participants. And just to show I'm not making this up, this is my question and ChatGPT's answer. My question. This is ChatGPT, and this is ChatGPT's answer right here. Now, when we compare this ChatGPT 4.0 guidelines to the out-of-date 1984 information contained in the Florida State Court System's Title II ADA guidelines or in the Federal Court's Communication Disability Act, it's very clear they have not updated their Communication Disability Act or their Title II ADA guidelines. They remain extraordinarily outdated. They're getting misinformation from those guidelines in that act, and they continue to force harmful and wrongful masking on autistic people in Florida state and federal courts, and they don't want to know any different. They don't want to update it. They ignore being autistic. Please see my previous video on that subject. And they continue to harm autistic people, and they are losing trust in the integrity of their court systems and legal process, not only by autistic people, but by autism families, autistic caregivers, friends, relatives, everyone who's involved in the autistic community. And this needs to change. It needs to change. These lawyers and judges need to stop taking the outside looking in view of it and asking each other who don't really know anything about it, and start admitting autistic people to their state bar and asking actually autistic people about it. Not to mention, they should be like, stop being lazy and research this subject. If they can research legal subjects, why can't they research autism? Because they don't want to. And in my firsthand experience, that is one of the main sources of their discrimination against me, because I'm autistic, for more than 30 years in California and Florida courts. So, if you like my video, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. Thank you for watching.